I'm going to be talking to you about something really exciting. I think AI is there and it's creating some new stuff absolutely every day. And we have a lot of slop around, something which is not overly exciting. But I do think this is really cool and it has lots of potential. So you have two possibilities. You can either ask a question and put a something that you're looking for, so creating an image, a visual of something, or uploading your own image. If I want to remain in control, I probably need to be uploading my own image. Okay, I'm uploading something about Las Costas de España that I created yesterday with the help of ChatGPT. And now I just need to click on element of the map and it's going to give me some information about it. So let's go into Malaga. You can see a little animation there and it's thinking about the content, what in Malaga is. If I want to be patient, I can have the full image straight away or can have the draft version as they say there. There we go. So we've got another image telling me about the Costa del Sol. Okay, a few bits of elements about it, some stuff about the Cueva de Nerja. You can see that text is not perfect. They also tell you that, but it's the same element for Notebook LM there. Sometimes it produces some infographic with mistakes on it, so don't expect everything to be correct. I want to know a bit more about the espetos de sardinas, and I click on it. There we go. It tells you sardines, what it looks like, the way they cook it in Malaga, and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. And if I want to go back to the image from before, which is here, I can do that. And if I want to have a look at the Cueva de Nerja, I can click on it and just get some elements of it. It doesn't remember all the images if I go backwards and stuff like that, but nothing prevents me from taking a screenshot or something. They have a video element which doesn't work very well at the moment, so it's a little bit random. It's going to get you the first image and the last image you created. It should create you a video of all the elements that you have, but it's not the case. So I'm sure that will be improving too, but that's really, really cool. And so if you want to be creating maybe a little film of all these things, you can grab the image, pop it into the likes of Adobe Express or Canva or something and create a little film. Nothing prevents you from doing that. And again, you can tap anywhere and get more information. If I go back to my first image, so I can continue doing this and that. But if I clear this up and I want to be doing it for the periodic table of elements or something, you will be doing exactly the same. Or anything else. So if I want to know a bit more about, say, if I upload another document, I created something like that, a little delicacies about the Canary Islands. If I want to know what the ropa vieja is, I just click on it, and there we go. Okay, so that's really lovely. It tells you what the Canary Islands are: saffron, cumin, garbanzos, shredded beef, Canarian twist. Okay, you have lots of different things. If I want to know a bit more about the garbanzos, so just click on it. It's going to give me some ideas about that, and I can go back to my thing, keep asking questions about it. So really, really fun. And if I want to, for example, now to ask a question, it's going to be going onto onto a large language models and start building something for me. So this time I don't have the control that I had by importing my own documents, but see what it comes up with. There we go. Obviously, the Cité de l'Espace is not within the there, but it's kind of lovely layout. It tells you about the cassoulet, which is there. You got a Capitol and Place du Capitol there. So it gives you the main elements in the city. So if I was going to be clicking on Le Capitol, for example, there, and see what it's going to come up with. There we go. That's so quick also, and the quality is pretty impressive. So we have that Capitol, which is there, tells you about La Salle des Illustres, which is inside here, tells you about the columns, the Occitan Cross, which should be also here. And if I want to know a bit more Salle des Illustres, just click on it and it's going to get me some information about that. Lots and lots of possibilities with this. I think it's really super visual, could be used in a classroom context, I'm sure, but it will be up to you to decide what you want to do with it. But I think there's plenty of potential in whatever subject, by the way. I'm not being biased again there. Look at that. Salle des Illustres. You have a beautiful rendering of what it is. Yeah, it's very ceremonial use there. The room is mainly used for weddings and stuff, which is true. And you have that painting. I want to know a bit more about that painting. Let's go into the rabbit hole again and have a look. Again, I will probably have to double check if it is actually the actual painting and things like that to make sure that, this is not AI slop and just created something, but it's part of AI education. Not everything is always correct. We have to make sure that the information provided is actually right. So we probably will have to check that the painting is actually that painting. But I still think that is pretty impressive, the stuff that it's doing, and it's got plenty of potential. So do share with me what you're going to do with it. I think because I think it's cool, it's fun. It's got lots of potential.